What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 31 of What You Gonna Watch. So, I just want to say, as recording this episode, I have headphones on and I'm listening to a song pretty loud right now. So, yeah, let's get started. So, today the Lucky Box picked out Charmed. So, today we are reviewing Charmed. Let's get started. Alright, start off, we have the rating, which I would give a 10 out of 10. Of course, I give almost everything a 10 out of 10. But I'm also currently rewatching this show for the second time right now too. So yeah. Anyways, but yeah, it's pretty much just about like three witches. Well, it's interesting, because there are three witches, right? Well, they don't know they're witches yet, and their mother dies. Like that night, she was working on a spell to unbound their powers, like she did when they were born. But she didn't get enough time, because something pushed out the window, or someone pushed out the window. I'm not going to spoil that for you. Alright. So, I don't think their father was, really ever mentioned. I can't remember. I don't actually know. So, yeah. But after their mother died, then these strange things happen. They started figuring out that they have powers. And then someone stood up the door, saying that they were their sister, which she actually was. So, yeah, they had a sister that their mom didn't tell them about. So, yeah. And then they met Harry, who was a white lighter, So, yeah, and, they had a Ouija board, and they thought they were talking to the spirit of their mom. By the way, I just want to say, if I'm talking too loud, I'm sorry. I won't be able to know until I edit this. Alright, so one of the sisters can read minds, can read people's minds. Another one can, just one of them can freeze time, and then the other sister that they end up meeting later has telepathic powers. She could point at an object and make it lift with her mind. So yeah. Anyways, they get to know each other, and they have to decide that night, or not that night, I don't know, but they have to decide whether they want to keep the powers, or if they just want to return them, sort of, get rid of their powers and become normal people. During that time, they have to fight someone, right? It was someone who was accused of, I can't remember. But yeah, he was, ice demon, whatever. And it took the power of 3 to, get rid of him. So they had to decide right there and then if they wanted to keep the powers or not. And of course, they all said yes. And right there, the charmed ones was born. Alright. There are also a lot of funny things that go on too. They gotta go to the elders for everything. But they don't always listen to the elders. Whenever they're supposed to kill their friend because it had one of the most powerful demons, whatever, inside. I'm pretty sure her name is Mel, but she doesn't listen to the elders and decides not to kill her, but instead to find a way to bring her back. And she succeeds, but her girlfriend's partner, Trip, I think his name is, he follows them into a warehouse or whatever, and he sees them performing the exorcism and all that stuff, and he's freeze, points a gun, and they finish, and everything's floating around them in the air, and when they're finished, everything falls, and it hits Officer Trip, whatever his name is, and he dies. And so then it becomes the elders' job to clean up the mess. It becomes the elders' problem, to clean up and make sure witches and all that stuff don't get discovered. Before that, there's a whole bunch of murders that happened and all that stuff. So they blame him. The elders plant evidence and make it seem like he was the one who committed all of those murders and all that stuff. So yeah, great elders. So, yeah, and now it's time for the description. Okay, Mel and Maggie, Mel and Maggie Veer suffer a shock when their mother dies suddenly, but before they have time to heal from their losses, another surprise shows up on their doorstep in the shape of an older sister, brilliant genesthetic Macy, whom their mother never told them existed. The emotional stress takes its toll as the girls begin to exhibit impossible new abilities. An explanation comes from an unexpected place. The new chair of the Women's Studies Department, Harry Greenwood, reveals that the three are powerful witches. He is their white leader, there to advise and guide them as they battle dark forces. So yeah, that right there is the description. If this seems interesting, you haven't checked it out, I definitely recommend it. Also, by the way, there are two types of charms. Like one's from like somewhere in the 1900s, and this one, so yeah. It is available on the CW app, Hulu, YouTube TV, Fubo TV, YouTube, Google Play Movies TV, Vudu, and Amazon Prime Video. But it's also available on Netflix, which is what I'm watching it on now. So, yeah. Anyways, this is going to be it for today's episode. So, if you guys have any questions or show suggestions, let me know. And again, if I was too loud, I'm sorry. Bye. Have a good day.